Uh, hey, you guys, welcome to Trashy Stupid Fun. No new movies this time. Even though I don't always have to do new to me movies. I like talking about ones I've seen before. Since I did one for Piranha DD, I thought it only fair to do one for Piranha since I just bought it, and I like this one so much better than the sequel because the sequel is like it just tried too hard and just I didn't care for it, but this one, oh, with a G, sorry. But this one is just a lot of fun, and I don't. I like this one better because it's actually scary to me. The first one, the sequel wasn't that scary to me. It was just trying too hard, making too many boob jokes and things. I mean, this one makes a lot of boob jokes too, but it's not. Neither one is very subtle, but this one was at least trying to be scary. And if you're not familiar with Piranha, it's the remake to the 1970s version of Piranha. And it was shot, I don't know if it was shot in 3D for theaters or what, or if that was added in afterwards, but I saw it in theaters with like an audience. It was a very small audience, but it was still a lot of fun to see it on the big screen and in 3D. Yeah, this if you're not familiar with Piranha, it's just basically a small town during spring break, small little beach town, or not necessarily a beach town. I think it's a beach town or some kind of they live by a big lake. I think it's Lake Victoria. Yeah, it's a bunch of people on spring break come to this lake to hang out and everything, and little do they know, it's an earthquake erupts like a pond under a pond or a underground lake. It gets shaken up by a little earthquake, and it breaks out all these prehistoric piranha, and it's just all hell breaks loose after that. And you have Elizabeth Shue in it, which I like. I've always liked her, and she plays a cop, and she's basically the sheriff Brody from Jaws type character in this movie, who she has to try to get the beach shut down or the lake shut down, the lake closed and everything. And you also have people. This has a great cast. You also have Stephen R. McQueen from Vampire Diaries. You have Jerry O'Connell in a very douchey role. You have Adam Scott, Ving Rhames, Richard Dreyfuss, which I shouldn't really give that away. Richard Dreyfuss has a really great scene. It's just I should not give it away, but Richard Dreyfuss is in it. All I will say about Richard Dreyfuss's appearance, a little spoiler, is that it's basically like he's playing the character he played in Jaws, because it's been a while since I've seen Jaws, but he sings the same song that he sang in that one, or a little bit of it, and yeah, that's all I'll say. But it's just really. Christopher Lloyd is in it as a crazy scientist guy who knows all about the piranha. And of course, it's kind of like he's playing Doc Brown a bit. He's Doc Browning it a bit. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Because towards the end of the movie, not completely towards the end of the movie, there's a big 15 or so, 10 or 15 minute scene of just pure carnage where the piranha attack all the people, and it's just that's not giving too much away because you expect that kind of thing, but it is just really, really gory, and I completely forgot how gory it was until I sat down and watched it again, and oh crap! I mean, it's brutal how realistic it looks. Because that's the thing that bugged me about the sequel is it was so stupid, and it's just they didn't even try to top the gore. The gore effects. The gore effects are just phenomenal and creepy as hell. You can see the box is kind of cool because it has some of the people are bloodied up and stuff. I don't know if you can't see that, but it's really gory. There's some just great. Some of them. I mean, there's just some crazy kills in this movie that it's ugh. Some of them are very cringeworthy. Okay, I will give one away because it's very hard to watch. This guy starts going crazy in the water, He gets on a boat and tries to, speed out of there, while there's just millions of people, not millions, but lots of people in the water. And he's just like trying to, go over, and he's like, it looks like he's, blood splashing out as he's going along, he's killing people along the way. And at one point, though, the propeller gets caught in this girl's hair, and it stalls the propeller. He's like just trying to, rev the engine up, and at one point it does, and he goes, and her hair gets like pulled away with the propeller, and her whole face just like rips off. And I just had to say that because that one is just really brutal to watch. It's just it's really cool the way they did a lot of those effects, but it's just really that was one of the parts that I think that got a big ooh from the audience. I can't remember, but it was just it's been a few years since I saw this on the big screen. It came out in 2010, and it was just it was just a lot of fun to watch on the big screen and with an audience. Because every time something bad happened like that, you could feel the tension in the audience. You could it was a fun experience. I think the only other time I had an experience like that was with Grindhouse, seeing the full version in the theater with an audience. I think those two experiences were very very similar and very fun. And yeah, and just a few other things to talk about Piranha. I don't think I could talk about Piranha. I mean, I'm hoping some of you guys have seen this, but I'm going to spoil just another little part of it because it is just. I think it's hard to talk about this movie without talking about this one part in it. All I'm going to say is just that. Actually, I won't give it away. I won't say who it happens to. But maybe when you watch it, you'll kind of figure it out because they deserve it in a way. Which I'm saying something, but he's just a very unlikable character. But one of the characters gets their penis bitten off. Is all I'll say. And it's just he's just an awful character, and he's just disgusting all the way through. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say who it happened to, but I don't know. If you've seen it, and if you haven't, you might figure it out just a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, that's basically it. It's just a really fun, very gory monster movie. And I think I talked about Piranha, Mega Piranha on here at one point because that was a fun, stupid movie too. It came out either before or after this one came out, and it's a bad movie. It has nothing on this one, but it's fun and stupid to watch. I think I talked about Mega Piranha at one point. It has Barry Williams. It has Tiffany, I think, in it. It's Tiffany. Yeah. She plays a scientist, and she's trying to warn people that she fed some fish some stuff that makes them grow faster, and I guess some piranha got a hold of it, and they turn giant, and it's just really stupid. It's a stupid movie, but yeah, I think I talked about it before. I think so, anyways. But yeah, I like the stupid Sci-Fi Channel movies, or I don't know. I mean, Asylum, the movie company Asylum makes them, but they go on Sci-Fi all the time. So I like those. I like Sharktopus. Going off a little tangent here, but I love those kind of stupid movies with a over-the-top monster. I think I also did an episode where I talked about Mega Python versus Gatoroid, which was another good one, which also had Tiffany, and it had Debbie Gibson, and they fight, and they have a cat fight, and they fall into cake or something, and it was funny. I think I talked about that one, but now I'm just kind of going off on a tangent because I love those stupid movies. Sharktopus was a fun one. I thought I could not get into Mega Octopus versus Super Shark. Mega Octopus versus Super Shark or something like that. Super Shark versus Mega Octopus. I don't know what it was called, but that one, I thought that one was pretty boring. I could not get into that. And again, I'm just going off on the tangent, and I don't know if I'm sorry. I'm still trying to work out some plans for new episodes. It just all depends on what movies I can find here and there. I do have some other ones I could talk about. I'm just like, I just wanted to, this was just something I wanted to do on the fly, and anywho. And yeah, Piranha, I totally recommend this version. I really need to see the original, because I love stuff like this. I love, those bad movies from the 70s, so I'm pretty sure I'll love the original Piranha, and I don't know how easy it is to find, but I would love to find a sequel to Piranha, the original Piranha, because it's James Cameron's first movie, even though he didn't have too much to do with it. I think they hired somebody to take over for him, or James Cameron was hired to take over for somebody else, but I don't know. It's still technically his credit on the movie, so I still kind of think of it as his first movie. But yeah, and it's supposed to be about flying piranhas, so I'm kind of curious about that one. So, anywho, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm just like, there's so many other things I could talk about next time. But, I'm always open to suggestions. I would love to do Japanese horror, Japanese, just violent Japanese movies at some point, because I would like to talk about, I don't think I ever did an episode for Three Extremes. I don't think, anyways. I wanted to, I think. I don't know if I did. I did want to do an episode for Three Extremes, for Dumplings, for the separate movie away from that, because there's the short film, the short version of Dumplings in Three Extremes. But I would like to talk about Dumplings too. I might do a whole episode for those two movies. I don't remember if I did one or not. I would like to do something Japanese related. So I did do Battle Royale. I did talk about that. I want to talk, at some point I really do want to do an episode for Lady Snowblood. But I really want to find the sequel first, so I could do both of them back to back. Because I'd really like to see the sequel. I've heard mixed things. I've heard it's not as good, or I don't know. Or it's just like a good companion piece. I don't know. I might just be making that up. But it doesn't sound as good as the first movie. But I would like to do a Lady Snowblood episode at some point. So I do love that movie. And again, always open to suggestions for bad. It may have to be horror, even though I do like to do horror a lot, if you notice that. I do horror a lot on here, but I'm open to suggestions of anything really weird or random. I always keep my ear out for weird and random movies. Mostly because I have friends that like them, so I'm always on the lookout for other movies I could check out. So until next time.